Started recording.
Just do
Its name,
MPEG stream.
Mario vs. Donkey
All right,
Kong
go ahead.
Tipping Stars, is centered on an important new feature. Now, there's a new way to enjoy the puzzling, toy-guiding touch gameplay that fans love. As with previous games in the series, you can create your own levels and then share them with other players online. But now, you can reward the people who make your favorite levels using the all-new tipping system. As you beat levels, you can earn up to 3 stars based on your performance. Then you can cash in those stars to earn new parts for level creation. So if you like a level someone built, tip them some stars sometime. That way, they'll be able to create even more imaginative levels using the stars.
Special.
For the first time, alongside the Wii U game, we'll also be releasing the game on Nintendo 3DS.
that should make me laugh at it.
Both of these download titles will be available for purchase directly from the Nintendo eShop, and we plan on giving anyone who buys the Wii U game a free download code for the game on Nintendo 3DS, and vice versa. So now you can play the game on your system of choice, or even share levels of versions of the game through Miiverse, which is built directly into the game.
All right.
Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars is available exclusively through the Nintendo eShop
I don't
on
see
Wii
the
U
guy talking.
and
No disc
Nintendo
version?
3DS, March 5th.
This guy is missing a fedora.
You see more
Little Big Planet thing.
So you can tip it.
you feel more your fork.
Everything's still working? Yeah.
No.
Get on fire, man.
Why does it say Lullaby Baby in the bottom right corner
What?
What?
Well, yeah, I see
Yeah,
it.
it does.
of the stream? It says Lullaby Baby.
Oh, it does. I think that's the watermark for the fireplace.
It is.
Video.
You would be correct. Shoutouts to Lullaby Baby for providing us with this decent fireplace. I certainly appreciate it. I don't know about you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man! All right. Well, that was what was that?
Ah!
That was Mario versus Donkey Kong Tipping Stars.
Lady.
Milady.
Kickstarter.
All right. Cool. So, hey, how's everyone going? This is the newscast. I am your host, Six Axis. We're here over at Vidya2 and we're going to talk about some games. But I got a whole crew with me today, so we're going to start. Oh, geez. I always do this alphabetical. Hold on. Herp Derp.
Good evening, sirs.
I have John Fan for the first time. Hey, what's up?
Milady.
I have Yorm again.
I was going to say milady.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're a bunch of original guys. All right. Lone, what's up?
Hi, girls and guys.
And nominative.
His lady.
His lady. Spy Crab.
I was gonna say something about thesauruses, but yeah.
All right.
Oh, so
No, Zappa.
Link's just by Lullaby Baby. Baby music. 8 hours.
Shut up,
Zappa, what's up?
my lord.
Lord.
Yes. My lord.
What?
What now?
Word?
Let's get digging. All right. Cool. That is from a super old game called Lords of the Realm 2, and they made this awesome little like tidbit made out of like voices from the game, and they put music behind it, and it was pretty funny. But Lords of the Realm 2 was around a while ago, and we're talking about current games. So that was Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars for the Wii U and 3DS, as he said. And if you buy one, you get the other. You get a download code for the other system, and there's cross-platform play. Finally, it only took. Like 10 years to catch up.
It only took like 2 fucking generations, and every time they went, they tried it with Minecraft, and eventually they went, nah, ain't gonna work. Just. The funny thing is, most of the time it's because they're trying to go from PC to consoles, and they realised, PC gamers would just wipe the fucking floor with the rest of
They did do Unreal Tournament 3, I think, had cross-platform play, and it was PC versus, I think, PS3, and like they just wiped the floor with them. So there's
that was glorious. I remember playing that and fucking.
there's like no reason you would ever want
blowing
to
over
cross-play.
people with like just walking around them because they couldn't actually turn as fast.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Well, if you're trying
hilarious.
to bunny hop, you can't bunny hop with a controller.
Yeah.
It fucking
Yeah.
doesn't work.
You can aim
But
with
that's
the
also,
but
You
there
can
was
aim,
also
but it's bunny hopping. It requires you to snap down, jump, boom, shoot the thing, snap back up so you can steer yourself again. You can't do that fast.
there was also Halo and Minecraft as well. But with Halo, what they ended up doing, they did a test where they put PC players onto consoles, and the PC gamers, whilst using a controller, still whip the asses of the like full-on console players. So that was quite an interesting read.
Yeah. The mindset of.
So what you're saying
cycles.
is BC Master Race.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently.
For the topic of
Great space.
esports, you know.
Now they just have higher reflection.
So obviously, Mario vs. Donkey Kong kind of comes alongside. You're gonna have to choose your Wally here because other games such as Helldivers for the Vita 3 and 4 of PlayStations, built for single-player campaigns and up to
That's the second and third Vita.
No, PlayStation 3 and 4.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
Right,
no, I'm
so then you
I'm
say
trying to hurry it along, and you guys are. All right, White Knight for PC, a third-person
Hey.
narrative-driven survival horror game set in the jazz noir era of the 1930s. Ooh.
Yeah, survival horror game?
My Fedora agrees.
A third-person narrative-driven survival horror set in the jazz and noir era. That is fucking ridiculous.
That's a lot of fucking buzzwords right
Yeah,
there.
that's a lot of buzzwords. It's a puzzle game. What the fuck?
Yeah, but wasn't there a game called like White Knight
my-
Chronicles on PlayStation?
Yes, Why Not
Like,
Chronicle.
it was a sort of Dark Souls look-alike.
Not really.
It came out before Dark Souls, I think.
Yeah, it is
Now it's
not
in the
really.
jazz era, I guess.
Yeah, so
That
now
was
it's,
in the jazz era.
it's
So
jazz.
we'll be doing the cranky jank along with the piano and the hacky sack or whatever the fuck.
Hacky sack?
I don't know. I
That's
don't know
not-
anything
yeah.
about the jazz era.
Oh.
All I know is play it again, Sam, and that's about it.
No, it's Casablanca. That's good though.
Casablanca.
But that's good. That's the same era. So that's
and that's not a line in Casablanca, actually.
I would just say it like
yeah, it's not.
every time you
It's
every time
Frankly, milady, I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
every time you die, you just hear diddly ding 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 ding.
it's weird how many movies forgot to include their most famous line.
Yeah.
There's a couple of images from it. Look how noir and jazzy he is. Nice.
Oh man, every screenshot will be like a coloring book.
No, that shit doesn't look like Fight Club. Oh wait, wrong era.
Yeah, that's that's not 30s. All right, Zombie Army Trilogy.
That's the
which
grunge era, okay?
Sounds awesome.
Another
Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 2, so more zombies. White Knight apparently is on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, and Macintosh and Linux.
Alright,
Oh
on
boy,
Reddit.
so it's hipster trash.
No, it's on all the systems, that's all. Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 2, good job for you guys. Oreshika, Tainted Bloodlines for the Vita. Man, that Vita's really cranking with games this week. As well as Ollie Ollie 2, Welcome to Ollywood, finger-flipping mayhem on PlayStation.
Oh right,
What?
yeah. Ollie was like a 2D.
Yeah, it was a little skateboarding, like, auto-scroll.
Yeah.
You jumped and did tricks and stuff, and it was for the PSP or something.
It wasn't so bad, but then again, NeoGaf fucking jerked off to it, so it's sort of like, yeah, it spoiled it a bit.
Scream Ride, exclusive to 360 and Xbox One, is a simulation of water park stuff.
Actually, no, it's not.
Oh.
It's like I did see somebody. They put up a YouTube video of the demo, and it's like you're throwing balls at a fucking at buildings and stuff. And it's just like
Oh, it's a Kinect, isn't it? It's a Kinect game, and you're.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, but like the guy saw
gotta
it. And thought,
look
oh yeah,
at
I like.
this. What the fuck? There's no information here. Hold on.
Well, no, the guy was playing it, and he thought like, oh yeah, this is going to be a theme park sort of thing. It's like, this is not what they do at theme parks. You don't throw people in balls at fucking buildings. It's
Of course.
So apparently, it's an upcoming construction and management simulator provided by Frontier Developments, published by Microsoft Studios. It's a spiritual successor to Roller Coaster Tycoon, apparently. The game featured more than 50 levels and 3 gameplay modes: Engineer, Screenwriter, and Demolition Expert. In Engineer mode, you build and customize your own roller coaster with thrill rides and extreme designs with props, ride pieces, and modular scenery. In Demolition Expert mode, players are tasked with demolishing environments and objects to meet various conditions to gain points. Cool.
So you can
Might be
put
fun.
corpses on your roller coaster.
Probably.
If only it
It's
was,
exclusive to Xbox though, so we'll see
if
how that
only it
goes.
was being made by Sega.
It's gonna
Are
come
the
out
corpses
sooner or later.
exclusive to Xbox or the whole game?
So it's gonna come out on PC sooner or later. Okay.
Eventually.
I'm sad it's
Yeah.
not made by Sega because then they could have a crossover with Wreck-It Ralph.
Yay! And the game will freeze when you alt tab every time.
Every time. And that's it for this week. So those are the games that had such, there wasn't
Break
much
out your
to pick
wallets.
from.
Okay, thanks for watching. See you guys.
See you, Zaffa. All right, let's actually just get talking to actual news here.
All right.
That wasn't news.
This is the news.
No, those are just games coming out.
God damn
There's a good deal over on Amazon if you're interested in the PS4. You get 3 games with it for the same price as a regular new system, but it's infamous Second Son, Killzone Shadowfall, and The Last of Us remastered. So, that might may or may not be worth it.
Well,
If
except
you
for
wanna
Killzone, those are pretty good titles.
If you want to punish yourself with those games, you know what to do.
Feel free. Well, I already
Yeah.
have Last of Us on the original PS3, so that's not a huge goer for me.
Yeah, that's funny. Like a third of those games could be, completely wiped out if PS4 had backwards compatibility.
Yeah, exactly. And I have the Killzone trilogy, and I haven't played any of them, so obviously I want the 4th one.
Yes.
And I still haven't beat the first Infamous, so I'm good for a while. I think-
Clearly, the latest one is the best one, right? I mean, that's how it
always.
works.
I mean, why would you bother playing the older games to not even know the story? Let's take a look then. What do we got here? Ooh, Warhammer 40k Dark Nexus Arena. So it's a mixture of a MOBA. Wait for it though. Don't wait. First,
You're
let's
losing
explore
me.
it.
I heard
Yeah.
back up.
A MOBA mixed
MOBA.
with a twin stick shooter.
Eh?
So
Ooh,
like
that sounds
Smash
interesting.
TV. So you move the guy around with one stick and then you shoot with the other stick, and it's mixed
give
with a
him a stick.
MOBA style. So you can take on. So players go into battles in teams of 4, choosing veteran warriors from the Space Marine, Orc, and Tay factions. And players will be able to customize their characters with different war gear and special abilities. Elder, Dark Elder, and Chaos Space Marines and other factions you'll recognize from the original tabletop game, and any of its variations will be added to Dark Nexus Arena in the future.
I
You
hope
say
they
that
have
now.
angry Marines.
We have Space Marines to kill.
Where's my wife?
Time for food slogan, boys! Dugga, 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 dugga.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What?
I want the Space
That's
Marines
pretty
and I
good.
want the Fabulous Marines.
You
Absolutely.
sounded like a real orc boy right there.
Oh, I try. It's like, I'm playing an only war campaign where I'm playing an ogre and I don't get to bust out the orc very often, but the ogren's close.
Are you
It's
referring
older
to
now.
your penis when you say orc?
No.
Yes.
Orcs,
Oh,
orcs,
okay.
orcs, dude.
When you're playing your campaign, you're not just saying orc as an excuse to flop your boy out.
No, I'm an ogre in the campaign. I already said that.
No, you did.
I said ogren,
Okay.
yes.
No, you did, else I would have heard it. There you go.
Sure.
Spy 160. No.
I could just hang up on you. We'll see who wins that one. All right, so that's an upcoming game that has been working on the game since 2012, ever since it officially partnered with Games Workshop, who owns the rights to 40k. So that's from White Box Interactive. Set to launch in PC in 2016. That sounds pretty cool.
I don't know if it'll
There's
really
still
compete
time.
with their last decent Warhammer game, though, which would have been Space Marine.
Space Marine. Yeah, but that was THQ, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
why there
honestly
hasn't
don't
been
remember
anymore.
Yeah, that was THQ. They don't own it anymore. That's all right though.
Yeah,
Um,
probably for the best.
some new Hyrule Warriors final set of DLC includes an unexpected playable character. The boss
Oh
pack.
boy, is it Shigeru Miyamoto?
No, the boss pack DLC coming in March allows you to play as Ganon, but also there's another secret
boy,
unlockable
that's unexpected.
awaiting
Oh,
characters.
man.
No, other characters. So we already
From
knew
Mario and Luigi.
we already knew Ganon. was
Especially
coming.
since Ganon is a standard playable character in Hyrule Warriors.
Yes. So
If they add that,
It'll be
Gamalion
Lubu.
characters, I will buy it.
So this new pack, a YouTube video came out that showed that apparently you can play as a cuckoo, a giant version of the chicken, and uses its beaks to attack and can summon some other cuckoos to come swooping in and attacking people. Unlocking the cuckoo requires you to achieve an A rank in Ganon's third survival mission.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
Clearly, the
Everyone
cuckoo
should
is
know.
Luku.
Oh man, that's gonna be sweet
That sounds really cuckoo.
for Cocoa Puffs.
That'll ruffle some feathers.
Some rocks,
That'll-
maybe.
That'll get some cocks out. I don't know how to do this.
How does I make joke?
I don't know.
So
Make
basically,
your enemies cry
you
foul.
get to play as a big skinny cock, and then you get to dram it hard into the bosses. All right, let's take a
That's
look.
well gay.
So Star Trek Online all gathered up and did like a memorial service. They did a memorial
People play
service to respect Leonard Nimoy's passing. He passed of COPD at the age of 83. It was a nice long. He lived long and he prospered. It was.
Yes. He also did a lot for video games. He voiced Seaman, which is the character in the Dreamcast game of the same name. Called Seaman, and
that's his legacy.
He
A lot of
voiced the
internet
totally
show
not big bad evil dude in Kingdom Hearts PSP game. The
yeah, he
Big
did
Bad
that as
one.
well.
He did all the voiceovers in vanilla Civ 4, I think. Like when
Yeah.
you upgrade text. Yeah.
He did quite a bit
Yeah.
of voiceover and stuff
He
like
did.
that.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff after that. Of course, showing up at
Famous person does a lot of stuff.
yeah.
News
Yep,
at
pretty
11.
much.
This person does a lot of stuff, then dies.
Didn't he have like 2 doctorates or something? Like he was a pretty learned man.
Oh shit.
My grandma had 2 PhDs, but no one remembers her.
Yeah, that's just
Well,
that's
she
because
wasn't
stole
on
them
Star
from
Trek,
somebody
was
else.
she?
Yeah,
She
she was
even
in Star
died
Trek.
while windsurfing.
Oh,
Well,
and there was a eBay had a deal of the day that was PS4 plus your choice of Destiny, NBA 2K15, Little Big Planet 3, Far Cry 4, and 6 months of PlayStation Plus for just $360. But that's no longer a deal anymore.
Well,
That
get
sucks.
with the news, 6. Come on.
Yeah, that was well. We didn't have a newscast that day.
Whose fault is
I
wonder
that?
why.
Yeah, we did. You just weren't there.
No,
You
you
just weren't there, bro.
I would have had a missed call alert. Ooh.
No one tell me about the secret newscast.
Bilbo Baggins.
Only 3 feet tall.
Final Fantasy XIV celebrates its latest milestone by letting former players log in for free for 10 days once it hits 4 million accounts. And that just updated, didn't it? It had the chocobos and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chocobo rate.
Sort of a card game thing, casino, golden
they
sword.
added,
Oh, the
Yeah.
Cold Saucer, the
Oh,
Oh
original
man,
part.
Chocobo Racing. I guess they took that from Final Fantasy VII. Yet they won't give us a HD Final Fantasy VII.
No, it's almost like Mario Kart. It's got like speed boost and it's got like
Yeah, it's
steering.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Maybe
the
F5.
Chocobo Racing thing was I think basically spun off into its own thing almost. Like there was mobile games and all that. But it's cool that they're actually adding it back into the main series.
Yeah, I got an email
Yeah.
about that. The whole place is called Gold Saucer, so it's
Yeah.
the amusement park from the Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, so it is actually from Final Fantasy VII because it's the gold
Yeah.
sauce.
Oh well, ignore everything I said then.
Will do.
They
Done.
always do anyway.
So do I.
Ooh, so apparently if you purchase Ollie Ollie on Wii U or 3DS, you get cross-buy as well for that, too.
So this is the when you mentioned the cross buy on the the other game, Tipping
Mario.
Hat
Yeah.
game, yeah. Because then obviously they weren't the first to mention the cross buy thing. Sony have had it for a while, but the thing is for Sony is that you had to get the console version to get the handheld version for free.
Yeah, so you had to buy
yeah.
the PS4 version, and you would get a Vita version. Whereas this
Yeah.
is buy either and get the other.
Yeah, because like if you say you were to get the Vita version of PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale for some odd reason,
If for some reason you hated yourself,
if you hated yourself, you fancied buying a shitty Smash clone, and you bought the Vita version for some fucking reason, you couldn't necessarily get the PlayStation 3 version. Whilst if you bought the PlayStation 3 version, you would get the the Vita version, which was even though they were the same sort of price. Which is
it's like if you bought one, you got screwed out of the other version, which sucks.
Yeah.
Isn't that game free now on Vita?
It was on PlayStation Plus.
It was on PlayStation Plus, yeah. It didn't take very long.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can still get Gravity Rush and the Uncharted Vita game on PlayStation Plus.
Just
still.
the tip. All right.
I know that you can get the Don't Starve Regime of Giants for free, and it's not on Plus. While you still have to pay, if you want to get the basic version, you have to pay for that one.
So Valve is partnering up with with HTC to make a virtual reality device called the Vive, and
that is actually really interesting.
And it's today. It was released in. Shown off in Barcelona, apparently. The CEO of HTC revealed the company is partnering with Valve to develop the headset. We believe virtual reality will transform the way we interact with the world. Virtual reality will become a mainstream technology for the rest of the world, eventually attending real-time concerts, learning history, and reliving memories.
Which translates to watching porn.
Hold on a minute. If you go back to however long it was before when they got rid of they got rid of like 200 staff, and one of them was Jenny Ellison or something. She was well known in the hardware community. She is sort of a hardware hacker of sorts, and Valve took her on to help develop this Steam controller, I think, or something like that. And then they sort of shit-canned her and loads of other people. And now they've gone with a company like HTC.
Yeah, a partnership rather than developing it themselves. Well, I mean, partnership works better usually because it's like they already know what to do, which sucks.
But it's like a lot of Valve stuff tends to be in-house though, which I find
So it's interesting that they are teaming up,
especially with HTC, because HTC are only really known for mobile phones and mobile phones.
Basically,
not particularly great mobile phones. Yeah, not particularly great mobile phones and or tablets. Oh, for fuck's sake! Zaffo? Zaffo? What the fuck, man?
What?
Although I did say,
this is why we can't have nice things.
It's gonna happen, and you know it. There's no.
Oh man, we got this on YouTube now.
I did see the demo of the guy who was there, like hip thrusting the fucking thing with Oculus Rift. That was just fucking weird. I have to find the video now.
No.
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 You really don't.
You don't have to. That's okay.
Okay, I won't. Just
Thank
for
you.
you. I know. I understand that not the whole of IT got shit canned, but it's like some of the more important people of Valve.
Yeah, and usually Valve likes to retain their people. That's why it was an issue. So March is free PlayStation Plus games. No, we're moving on. I don't.
Okay.
we were behind anyway.
Okay.
Gotta get through this shit. So March's PlayStation Plus games weren't actually announced yet. They were a week late this time for some reason. So I guess we don't get to announce that. Though the.
I didn't know what that is.
Yeah, Blaze, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Yeah, I'm saying it's a bit strange.
Gran Turismo 6 updates returns classic mode, a classic track, and more.
6.
Gran 6.
What?
Turismo.
Oh, Gran Turismo. Sorry.
Gran Turismo 6.
That's the 6th one?
Yes, is bringing Beast Spec mode back.
The what now?
B-Spec mode, which lets you be the manager and you do a career while managing the team rather than driving it yourself and having an AI driver drive for you.
The number
It's
one
kinda like
driving
a-
simulator, now without driving.
Play it, but
Hands-free entertainment.
I mean,
So like
managing
Forza.
games are
I
always
liked
fun.
B-Spec. Hey, quiet.
I hope the
Yeah,
leather
those
seats
are
are
fun.
real enough.
Leather
fucking weird, I
seats
tell
aren't
you.
real enough.
Oh my god, it's a fucking car!
Developer Polyphony Digital has been at work on Gran Turismo 7 for PlayStation 4. Maybe it'll actually have realistic crash effects by now.
yeah.
Didn't like the second update remove because the underbodies of a car had like a label on it which was a reference to a certain toy car manufacturer. Like this, it's the second like people found it. It was like, oh, that's cool. And then the second update just completely removed it.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
They remove content from my games.
Yeah. Well, not content. They just swapped out a texture or something. So
Dude,
apparently
they
for
completely fucking downgraded.
I paid
Unity.
for it and they removed it.
so the upcoming Division, the Division. Hopefully, it's actually decent. But Ubisoft has been failing pretty
The
horribly.
Division, well, they're a little bit divided on how they want to pursue this title.
Exactly. So those.
They're a little bit divided on how they want to operate as a fucking company.
So apparently, when they have this set up, they have zones in the area. In the game's multiplayer games PvP areas are called dark zones. And these zones, which are separate from the Division's main campaign, allows players to fight head to head with the possibility of losing items if they're killed.
That'll make them rage.
Yeah, so game
Well,
director
that-
Brian Bernard says that it's another one of the great ways that we're really changing up what we've done previously with this genre. We want PvP to be important. A lot of times it's hard mainstream to get people, they're a little adverse to it and it can get freaky. And it's apparently it can get a little freaky and it's generally very competitive.
Getting jiggy with it. Nah.
Yeah, basically you're getting jiggy with it.
No shit, being competitive is competitive. Thank
So
you.
he said there's this added layer of potential you can be engaged at any time from another player. So what we really wanted to do is bring fun components of PvP and other games in this genre over to others to make the mechanics more positive so you're never really punished. What?
Except
Wait, what?
that they're going to punish you by making you lose those items they were saying.
Yeah,
right?
but apparently there will be an element of risk. But you'll need to take them through a process called... when you discover items in a dark zone, you need to take them through a process called extraction, after which they will become permanently bound to your character. But if you are killed before it's complete, you will lose that item, and you'll have to go find it.
This
That-
sounds
sounds pretty
What?
this sounds awfully like overly complex. It's just like
No,
Cool
so-
story.
So you go into a PvP zone, and it's like you can get some cool items, you can win some stuff, but also you might be killed.
Cool story.
You know what would be awesome if they did it
Yeah, but the
like...
whole
It'd be
thing
awesome
about
if the
like
game was good. That would be really good.
Well, yeah.
what
if they could? You could booby trap your items and like put a bomb in it.
You probably
Like-
could if you found an
Oh,
item,
yeah.
you could lay down like a proximity mine or something.
But,
They were like, "Hey, look! I found this ultra rare item."
Oof.
It'd be just like Metal Gear Solid.
Witch and the Hundred Knight did the
mines there.
item loss thing already.
There are mines there.
What has item loss?
Witch and the Hundred Knight, you go into an area and you pick up items, but if you die, you have the possibility of losing some of them.
Well,
they
yeah,
should
okay, but
finish that.
roguelikes don't
didn't Reciteer do
count.
that as well?
But don't worry, these guys are really changing up how they
They're
approach
changing up the approach. They're doing it with bald space marines now instead of, cute little girls.
I'm okay with this.
You would
Blood
be.
How about
like
cute,
God.
cute little space marines?
No.
My
Or
senpai
bald
space
little
marine
girls.
is too kawaii.
Don't give them ideas.
But I want
Yeah,
my
they'll,
bold
they'll,
little
they'll
girls.
steal them. Bold little girls. I'm pretty sure that's a cancer ward, you insufferable cunt.
Jeez. All right, let's keep moving along. Then, so Hardline saying that the platform started on PC. We know we have a passionate fan base on the platform, so we're not just going to be porting it over. We're doing what we can to take advantage of the people's different system with graphics, frame rate controls. It started on PC with 1942. We know we have a passionate fan base. Fans can expect a huge 64-player battles with that rock, paper, scissors gameplay that they've come to love in Hardline as well.
People like rock, paper, scissors gameplay? You.
What?
Yes, I do.
Gotta get that Rochambeau in there. Or is that where you kick each other in the nuts?
You can play at much higher resolutions, 1080 and beyond, up to the capabilities of your video card. You use much higher graphic settings on PC, gives you texture filtering, texture quality, anti-aliasing, in addition to other benefits. Adjust your field of view, run higher than 60 frames per second if you want. Play with a 3-monitor setup for an immersive experience.
False.
What's 1080p Rochambeau?
False.
And lastly,
None of us.
you get to use a mouse and keyboard, which gives you the best control setup for a first-person shooter.
None of that's gonna
No
work.
way.
Slamming it
Really?
down.
None of that's gonna work. Not even the mouse and keyboard's gonna work. It's all gonna fall on its ass. None of it's gonna work. This is Ubisoft, and
It's not Ubisoft. We switched over to Battlefield. Now it's EA
I
and
don't
DICE.
care. It doesn't. It's not gonna work.
Same thing.
This is why
It's
they've
not gonna
delayed it.
work.
So it can
They've
not work
delayed
later.
it to get mouse and keyboard working. Yeah.
No,
Not
I
fucking
think
surprised.
a bit more than that, but okay.
Oh yeah, to get mouse, keyboard, and to work on a fucking monitor. Yeah.
And a third monitor, yeah.
No, a single one.
2 monitors are just not good enough.
just half a monitor. We can't get it working on a quarter of a monitor. Quick.
Oh. Has there
Rick.
been any Star Wars Battlefront news? Like the
Nope.
new one?
Nothing.
They still working on that?
Yeah.
Yep, they are. Battlefield Hardline Premium details leak. Alright, let's take a look at this. I don't know what this is gonna be. 2 weeks.
You're gonna unlock all your fucking weapons.
Premium members
Launches again.
get 2 weeks early access.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
Premium members also gain early access to the expansion packs, getting the latest and greatest, being the hottest in the streets of Battlefield Hardline. So now it actually
They're doing
is.
the same thing they did in Battlefield
Yeah,
3.
now you get to
before.
pay money in order to get 2 weeks in advance of some practice, so that when the noobs come in, you just wipe the floor with
Fuck
them.
me, that's just bullshit. Yeah.
12 additional battle packs will also be added to the premium bundle, along with exclusive items and in-game apparel. Just make sure everyone knows you're a premium member, because you can't fucking jerk off fast enough.
Does that mean you're gonna be a target?
Premium exclusive camos, patches, and more to dominate in style. But that's not all. There's also more perks yet to be announced. So stay tuned. That's good to know.
You can clearly see who's the biggest wanker in the fucking game.
Yeah.
This
So
guy.
that means he's gonna be the main target in the PvPs.
I hope so.
To be honest, any game I go into, I'm the biggest wanker in there. So.
Okay. Life is Strange episode 2 delayed.
I really don't.
Okay.
I went through
I
the.
tried
game,
Jason-
sure.
I tried the
watching
demo.
Jason stream that, and I just could not. I just couldn't.
I went through the
Couldn't
demo and it
function.
was hard to really care, but it has neat ideas.
Oh, but Life is Strange hopped up onto Twitter and said there have been rumors of episode 2 delay, but development is on track and we're looking to release at the end of March. Just kidding.
Well, that's pretty strange.
Yeah, all these different news sites all reported that it was being delayed, but it turns out no, that was wrong. Good job, guys.
You heard it here
reporting
first about
finding
Life
facts.
is Strange.
Yep, it's
Life
not.
is very strange indeed.
It's very strange
Mortal
that
Kombat-
V2 reports something
Mortal
about
Kombat
it.
X trailer reveals new characters.
yeah.
Let's take a look at that. So we've got
Actual video games, yay.
3 new characters from Mortal Kombat
How
X.
many of them are from movies?
Jacqueline Briggs, the daughter of Jax. Takashi Takeda, son of Kenshi. And
Oh.
Kung Jin, descendant of Kung Lao.
I was kind of hoping that
Okay.
that middle one you said would have been a reference to George Takei or something.
No, it's too bad. No, Takeda.
yeah.
That's a common name.
It's okay.
NetherRealm has announced that Brutality is the hyper-violent finishing moves featured. Thanks. Yeah, we know what they are. Will return for the new title. There will be more than 100 in all.
Oh yeah.
When are we gonna get our fatalities back and friendships?
I don't know. The brutalities are actually really cool. From what
Yeah,
I've
but
seen
I
in other
stopped
couple
being
of videos.
13 a long time ago. I don't really care about ultraviolence
Yes, but
anymore.
that's the point of fucking Mortal
We can fix
Kombat
that with
brutalities
medication.
and shit. I don't know.
Like the point, like how many sort of like politically correct people have tried to say to the Mortal Kombat team, look, you can't have this shit. They've gone, fuck you, we're gonna do it
Yeah,
anyway.
every single game
It's
they go,
that-
well, fuck you, we're gonna make it more
Well,
visual, more
like,
gory.
if you take a look at like like when Postal 2 came out, I was like well into my teens, and I was sort of like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. And then like more violent games came out, and it's just sort of like, I could appreciate it because it was just, I knew that it wasn't real. I knew it wasn't like, it was just supposed to show how batshit insane video games could be if they, had no limit.
Which I like. So.
Yeah.
Where is that thing that big deal?
Capcom apologizes for lack of Resident Evil Revelations to local co-op on PC. They're exploring potential solutions to an offline co-op mode.
I'm pretty sure there's an actual person making a mod for that already.
Oh, probably.
Or at least trying.
Wasn't that something that they put on the Steam page, and then they removed it, and they're like, hold on, why did you remove that? And they went, we never did. It's like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Where is it?
Don't lie.
Pretty much, yes. It was a sad day.
Yeah.
It was a cold day.
But it's like, I'm glad that Capcom have finally gone, okay, yeah, we fucked up. When they had the DLC on the disc fucking fiasco, it was like, oh no, we just do that. That's just something we do. It's like, now where they're actually removing, advertised content, it's like, yeah, they can't exactly go, oh, that's just something we do. That's just something we do. Yeah, you rip off your customers, do you?
Yes.
That's hard
something they do.
it was for them.
I mean,
to
didn't you
lie
hear
and
what
say,
EA just said about their DLC? Like, 2-week early access if you buy the premium. Hey.
Yeah, but who buys
what are
EA
those
games?
2 weeks gonna do?
Too many people spy. Too many
Frat
people.
boys. And
So, apparently a study came out, and see if this blows anybody's mind to bits. The people were studied thanks to Nielsen, who does retail monitoring. The latest gaming study examines the top factors that shoppers considered when purchasing their next generation console. So for PlayStation 4, the top response was for graphics. Better resolution was the top response. Second was Blu-ray player. Third was the game library. On the Xbox One, the top response was.
Wait. Hold on, I need to get ready for this. Hold on.
Yeah, come on.
Go.
Xbox One. The top reason they bought an Xbox One was because of the brand.
You.
Wow.
They bought it
That's
because
actually not-
it was
that's
Xbox.
Yeah, no, that's actually not a surprise, to be honest.
Not really. Second reason
Yeah.
was innovative features.
No, that is a surprise. What innovative? What?
And no. Third is faster processing power, which is not actually accurate.
What?
That's absolute horseshit. That is.
And then
Amazing.
Nintendo Wii U.
I want to find.
Are you
every
ready?
single one of these Xbox
What?
Hold on.
games, slap
What was
them
the
in
top? What was the top response for Nintendo Wii U? The fun
Oh, yeah.
factor. Fun
Wow.
doesn't even show up on the other ones. The
Fun is a buzzword, though.
second is better for kids.
Fun is a buzzword.
Oh, please.
I don't know,
Second is better for kids, and then third is price value. Fourth is backwards compatibility, and then fifth is exclusive games and content.
Okay, yeah, like
Those are
That's
good
pretty
reasons.
much
to be
accurate.
honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're all fine, and I mean they all
to
make
be
sense.
honest, yeah, those are good reasons, except from Good for Kids one. 'Cause I tried letting my nephew play on the tablet pad, and he was just fucking confused. He was just like, what the fuck do I do with this thing? I was just like, mate, no, you just play with buttons instead of just tapping the screen like, oh no.
Yeah, so you turn off the TV, make him play the game on the little screen, and then he'll get it. Like,
Back
It's
in my
just-
day, our fucking controller had 2 buttons and like
Yeah.
directions. where
And
you-
we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And you had to share
Whether
the
you like it
button.
or not, you will enjoy it.
I had a stick that you moved around and there was a button on it.
I had a stick and a hoop, and then my
With a
dad
stick.
whipped.
But I'm a stick.
And you had to share the hoop.
I had my Mad Catz hoop, dude.
Grandma wants to talk to PS3. I want to play my games. Listen, when
Yeah.
your grandma was young, she had to chase a hoop with a stick for fun. Let her watch the movies. But I want to with a stick. With a stick.
I remember that.
Back then, we had a select
out
button.
of all of them, like the Wii U, yeah, I'd say that's probably mostly kind of
It's
correct.
like, why would you
Yeah.
buy a PS4 for better resolution when you can get a PC? And then Xbox
Yeah.
One, why would you buy something based on the brand? That's so
Yeah,
stupid.
considering like Microsoft as well, it's like Yeah, Microsoft aren't exactly the most,
They
trust-
haven't been on the top of the game anymore.
Yeah, it's-
Certainly not since Bill Gates left. Like, it's just been
no, especially since like
It's for the
once
same
the-
people that buy
once
Nike
the
and
PS
shit.
once the PS3 got going, it took like a year later than everything else. People suddenly realised, oh yeah, PS3 is actually not that bad. Realised what good games it had on the fucking system. Yeah, and then
Oh, okay, so this is interesting. So, of PS4 owners, 66% of them owned a PS3, 59% of them owned a 360, and 72% of them owned a Wii. Of Xbox One, 43% owned a PS3, 76% owned the 360, which that makes sense, the brand, and then 72% owned a Wii. And then Wii U owners, 64% of them had a PS3, 65% of them had a 360, and 86% of them had a Wii.
okay, so basically hardcore. So are you saying like the more hardcore have gone for the Wii U?
It means that if you own something, that means that you bought, you likely had a
Something
Wii.
else.
You
Yeah.
likely had a Wii.
only-
If you have a PS4 or an Xbox One, then or Wii U,
If you had money, you probably bought a Wii. If
Yeah.
you had,
It was
if you
more
had a
likely-
grand,
of the current
Probably
owners, it's
Wii.
more likely that you had a Wii other than your previous system, except for Xbox, because 76% had a 360. That's funny. That's interesting. Good for you guys.
The only time I think I
guess
could
I
see
fall in that
branding be the
category,
reason for buying a
because,
console is with Nintendo consoles, because you know exactly what you're going to get. It's the same stuff you've got in the past 2 decades.
But with better graphics.
The only reason, like, my first last gen console was 360. The only reason I bought it was because GTA 4 had come out. And yeah, I enjoyed it. And then, like, I bought a PS3 because I wanted to play Metal Gear Solid 4. And then I bought a Wii U because it was easy to mod. That's the only reason I bought a Wii. And then this time around, I bought a Wii U first, and it's sitting here mostly because I wanted to play Mario games. And
Whoa.
you know what? I fucking
What the
enjoyed it.
fuck? Okay.
What?
So there is
Enjoying yourself playing games.
no. There's a. I'm on the next news item. Sorry. So there was a female who was playing Hearthstone, and she got into the tournaments and was making her way up the brackets and stuff. Apparently, Eric Lee was banned by Blizzard before the Hearthstone wind trading, made a series of wild fictional claims on Reddit that one of the other players, Andre Yenyuk, who was a female, made accusations that she actually was a male pretending to be a female in order to advance through the competitive games.
What?
And
What?
so Eric Lee went onto Reddit and was just post after post after post of like besmirching and discrediting and trying to tear her apart. And it turns out, no, yeah, she's a girl. And fucking now because of your witch hunt against her, she's just decided to stop playing altogether and has been torn down and was just quit and left because you fucking... Okay, so here's a good quote right here. I've never been embarrassed to be a Hearthstone player before last week. The biggest setback in getting women into esports that I can recall happening in the past year or so. Because the Reddit scumbag community tries to tear down her reputation, she decides to quit Hearthstone. We didn't even fire her, she just didn't want to play anymore. And so there's this good quote. So you basically have these Reddit dipshits, none of who are reputable at all, who tell this really great story of a professional gamer girl who is apparently having some guy play behind the scenes for her. And it's this exciting narrative because if it's true, it's the best scandal ever. So of course it blows up and Reddit goes nuts over it. And it turns out it's this giant witch hunt.
Yeah,
So this girl who was actually pretty good, made a lot of content for the community and people liked her, has now having her entire career scrutinized by Blizzard, her team, the entire community convinced that she's a man.
So,
Even by
So
Blizzard?
wait, so-
What?
Yeah,
So
even
whi- so
Blizzard
whi-
went in and investigated. So
out of Polygon and Kotaku and all the other ones, which one actually took those posts as legit sources?
Yeah.
Because
I can see that.
one of them had to. Oh no, but it was about a girl, wasn't it? So obviously they wouldn't have.
No, they wouldn't have because they were trying to
No.
get them up into setups.
Yeah.
And my
So-
question is, why didn't Blizzard be like, well, wait a second, we know there's all this random shit going on.
So they spent 3 full days doing a full investigation, talking to 36 people, cross-referencing times when shit happened. And when people say they met her, cross-referencing flight records, we're getting screenshots of Skype conversations, investigating so deep into this girl's life because some dipshits on Reddit decided that it should happen. So the whole story catches on, the career is torn apart, all because fucking some dipshits.
And what about the Reddit dipshits? You know,
Yeah,
they get off scot free.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Apparently,
And they consider it probably a victory because, hey, now we don't have to deal with her anymore.
yeah. Well,
They got
Eric
exactly
Lee's-
what they wanted.
Yeah, and now it's too late to do anything about it. I'm sure Eric Lee is continuing to be banned, which it already was. So why not go fucking balls to the wall? Idiotic. This is that's
Man, Blizzard
insane.
should have been like, you know what? We're just gonna
No, because
say
you
fuck
can't.
everyone.
You
I
can't
don't
have
know.
like a. You can't. If it is a scandal and it was true, obviously Blizzard can't just be like, oh no, never.
No, but
mind, don't worry
what
about it.
what can Blizzard do to punish the Reddit group? Because they're the assholes who did it. You know, be like, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Fine, we're not gonna
They're
be using
ruining
Reddit
someone's
anymore.
life.
No, yeah. This person. Well, this person was banned by Blizzard, so he uses that to take down somebody else with him. Apparently, what else are they going to do? They can't ban him from anything else. They can't pay a fine.
No, I'm saying, what about the Reddit community, the one that did
Yeah, that got
exploded all
around
this
it.
shit?
Blew
There's
it
gotta
up.
be something that Blizzard can do. Be like, you know
What? Ban
Fine.
2,000 upvoting people from ever
There's
like,
probably
playing
something
again?
that
Like,
the entire rest of the Reddit community is doing, I would imagine.
I would imagine people are getting together and being like, getting together a "we're sorry" card or something like
I
that.
know there's probably a lot of
that's-
social justice warriors, of course,
Oh, I
who
bet,
will take
yeah.
action.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're finding this
Especially
exactly
now
once.
that she's been confirmed to definitely be a girl. White Knights Ahoy.
No, I imagine that this is actually one of the few times where they would be totally correct to go
Yeah.
after this guy. This is fine.
No, but then they're gonna do that whole Gamergate thing and say blah blah blah.
It wasn't mentioned at all. I mean,
I'm sure.
I got
Eventually.
I got this from GameSpot, but I mean, you know, who knows? This is, yeah, seriously, fucking don't.
Don't ruin people's lives over video games, please.
But first of all, it was kind of retarded to Reddit and be like,
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
no,
doing,
they
they're
would love
listening
to-
and believing bullshit.
Yeah, they love to jump on conspiracies and shit like that. Like, who gives a
Jesus
fuck?
Christ.
I would be surprised if, like, Anonymous came out and said, like, you know what? It was a person, and you ruined their entire life, so fuck you, and fucking...
Gets
Yeah.
all
wreck
their
the shit out
personal
of them.
data, yeah.
No, not even Anonymous could have done this shit.
That was
no,
weird. Yeah, no, that's great. is that
Anonymous
entire
would
article is
react
all about
to this shit.
Reddit. Yeah, I'm saying if Anonymous comes out and says, you know what, you're still a person. Like, it doesn't matter that it's
No, like,
a girl.
I think Anonymous is more against like you know people who are in like the esports community. You know they're not going to affect the greater good, as it were. But something like say I don't know, Comcast or something like that, which is actually going to affect something as great as the internet. That's a bigger
I
target,
guess.
isn't it?
But I mean, it's tournaments and it's there's real money on the line and
Yeah,
there's an issue there.
yeah, I guess.
They could take it as like as I don't know, a PR stunt or something. Like they kind of do have their own PR.
Yeah, but why would they go after that when they could go after ISIS, which they kind of haven't they?
Yeah, they've
Go after their Reddit page.
took down their website or something like that, or apparently
Yeah.
somebody hacked into a few bank accounts or something like that. But anyway, let's move along.
ISIS bank accounts where it's
Yeah.
all just where it's
No,
all
you
just
know what they
oil.
did? They shut down Twitter accounts. They hacked into and changed passwords and like completely the people that were linked with ISIS, and they took down all of those ability to communicate and stuff like that.
I'm sure no one's gonna care. Well, no, I mean people aren't gonna stop them doing that. So
Yeah, but they're gonna have to remake full new accounts. They're gonna have to re-add everybody. It is a setback, but I don't think it's that huge.
an annoying setback, which
Yes.
yeah, it is annoying. So
It is annoying. So whatever you can do from behind a computer screen, go for it.
Yeah, it's always better than nothing.
Ooh, so PAX East obviously is coming next week. I won't be around to stream. I'll be at PAX. Nintendo's lineup, which is interesting
never
because
stream anyway.
they kind of backed out. No, I won't be able to do the podcast. Nintendo's PAX East lineup includes Splatoon, playable, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, Codename Steam, and more. Oh,
Wait.
More,
Xenoblade
you
Chronicles
say.
3?
I'm going to guess Donkey
3D.
Kong, Zelda,
3D,
maybe a Star Fox.
Oh, I would love a
Let me
Star
know if
Fox
I'm wrong.
No, Puzzles and Dragons, Super Mario Brothers Edition, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Majora's Mask 3D, Super Smash Brothers, and showcasing the new system.
Didn't, what's his name? Hideki Kamiya say that he'd be interested in making a Star Fox.
Though they're already
Yes.
working on it, but that would be cool.
Oh,
Man,
that would
that'd
be
be
really cool.
I'd that. Yeah.
Microsoft has Halo 5, Fable Legends, State of Decay, and more playable at PAX East.
Yeah, no, I'm already just disinterested.
Fable
Battlefield
Legends.
Hardline, Evolve, Fable Legends, Halo 5
I'm
Guardians.
even more disinterested. I'm just.
Oh no! Oh, Scream Ride.
Oh god, no, I'm
Scream.
completely disinterested.
Oh,
no,
boy.
I am now glad I'm not going to PAX.
Oh come on! No, PAX is still gonna have Splatoon. Haha.
Yeah, I don't. I do like Splatoon.
Yay.
It's completely childish and whatnot, but
It looks
Yeah, but-
fun. That's the
Yeah,
It
but
looks
like
how
fun.
long will it last? Because I don't know. It just like splashing paint all over and
Oh yeah,
Nothing else.
it's like a
Yeah,
well,
and
you shoot other
Battlefield
people,
Guess what?
people,
but you're painting your territory. And you're supposed to like move your territory around
Yeah,
and stuff.
but how?
This is also-
Imagine like a capture the flag or like a headquarters type of thing. You have
It's gonna
three
be
different.
fun. For
it's like-
how long?
Well, that's the thing.
Well, they have
Like
different
any
modes.
other shooter.
The thing
Yeah,
is, like,
about as long as any other shooter.
no, that's
This time you shoot everything.
Yes.
this is where we'll succeed because if there was any other shooter available on Wii U, Squid or what's it would die because there would be something better. But because it's on the Wii U, there's not going to be something better anytime soon. So it'll be alive and well for very, very
I
long.
don't know.
Yeah, unless you like playing Call
I-
of Duty Ghosts on the Wii U.
I do kind of agree with Zaffo, like, it might not be fun, but from what we've seen, it does look relatively fun. And obviously, we can't judge much more than that until we've actually played it.
But the
So,
difference is Nintendo actually does show off actual gameplay when they show off
Yeah.
the trailer of their videos. So I mean,
That
so
more
we do,
people
we
already
do still,
playing
like,
it.
yeah.
I will go to PAX and I will play the game and I will let you guys know if I think it's fun.
I'm just pretty
Good.
sure that
I will
we'll
have to
have
wait.
a long-standing
And
I'll
then
have
community.
to wait for like 3 hours, but I will try and play it.
and then we will all pre-order it, apart from Zaffo, and then we will all play it. Fun.
Well,
Zeph will just get
well,
it off
I
the
didn't
truck.
say it's a bad game. It looks fun, but like I said,
Just
for how long? Like it's
Yeah,
because
is it worth $60?
How long
Yeah.
will there be
Well,
a community for it?
Yeah, but how long do people play fucking Smash Brothers Melee? How long do people play
And
fucking...
Smash Brothers is way different than.
well, Smash Bros. Is already established franchise, so yeah.
Yeah, Splatoon's a new IP. Yeah, don't hate on a new IP. You're like, oh, Nintendo's same thing all the time, and here's a new IP, and you're like, like fuck.
Same thing.
I'm not hating on it. I'm planning to get it, but I just wonder if
Oh, okay.
it's gonna how long
But
it's
you're not
gonna
going to
last.
pre-order it.
Is
Yeah,
it going
if
to be like Gotham
No, it's
Arkham
okay.
Imposters, where the community dies after like 2 months?
2 months.
To be honest, with that game, though, I
I'm
think the
saying,
community died before the game
Yeah.
came out.
Just
And
saying,
that's
that-
where I'm saying, like,
there's
this
no-
because it's on the Wii U, it won't have that problem because there's no
there's no
place
other
for the community to go.
there's no other.
How expensive do you think that game will be? I mean, if
over
it's
to.
just like a capture thing, I'm guessing not too expensive, right?
It probably will be
Yeah.
a $60 game. I don't know.
Because
Maybe
now I'm thinking when you're saying about the community, I think price is going to be a big thing.
if it's a
as well.
$40 game, absolutely, I think that would keep a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm
Indeed.
guessing they would probably put it at like the price of Captain Toad Adventures.
Yeah,
That
40
one.
bucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
40 would be good.
40 would be really great. I would get a lot of people on board. Hotline Miami 2 release date confirmed for PS4, Vita, and PC.
Yay.
Get in bed with us and we'll treat you like a princess.
And Payday 2 cross promotion. That's got a lot of people upset for some reason. So
Why?
March 10th for PlayStation 4, PS Vita, PS3, and PC, Mac, Linux. A standard version of this will sell for $15. People who pre-order through Steam or GOG.com get a 10% discount. Special edition will come with a remix EP of 6 tracks. They launched a cross promotion with current-gen shooter Payday 2 Crime Wave Edition. Those who buy the standard edition will be able to access the Hotline Miami Mask Pack in Payday 2, which features six masks. In addition, those who buy the digital special edition of Hotline Miami 2 will get Payday 2's jacket character set with all 6 masks, an additional Richard Returns mask, a sociopath perk deck, the Carpenter's Delight hammer weapon, an SMG called Jacket's Piece, and 10 gallons of hype fuel. That's the issue that people are having.
Gallons of hype issue.
Is
Hype fuel.
the hype fuel. So the idea was that if a bunch of people pre-order and a bunch of people buy the DLC packs of Payday 2, it will fill up the hype fuel, and if the hype fuel fills up more and more, they will release DLC packs for free. Now, when people are choosing to not be interested in the DLC packs, the hype fuel doesn't grow up. They learn that people aren't so interested, and then they stop. But if a bunch of people want to buy Hotline Miami 2, the hype fuel is going to fill the fuck up, and it's going to give them all the stuff, and they're going to think it was a success anyway.
That's kind of shit.
That was kind of the issue that people are having with it. It's iffy.
I'm finding an issue with that. It's like, wow, so you're just not gonna do this shit if people aren't interested.
To be honest, I'm just finding it overly complicated. I mean, I don't mind the whole thing of like, just buy one game, you get like a promotional item in another fucking game, but this is like actually affecting.
Yeah, it's
something.
like
future development.
It's like, would you spend? First of all, it's like, would you spend $15 for a bunch of Payday 2 DLC and get a free game, or are you gonna have all this excess shit? And now you're gonna be like, well, I guess I need to go buy Payday 2 now because I fucking got all of this.
Yeah. Well,
Clearly...
the thing is, I already have Payday 2, and thanks to Nautilus, I already have Hotline Miami. I'm set as far as I'm concerned.
Well, sure, but how many people are choosing not to do something and they don't have a choice anymore because they want to buy the other thing?
Well, no, the point I wanted to get out is that most people I know that have Payday 2 don't even fucking play it anymore.
I don't. I haven't played it at all. I need to.
That's the one thing. That's the one reason why I never bought the game, because I knew I wasn't gonna play it after a while.
Also, the game is banned from general release in Australia.
Well, that's just Australia.
Surprising no one.
Sorry, Ping Tong. But,
although the what's the guy called? Cactus said, if you can't get access to it, just fucking pirate it. You know?
Oh yeah, he was like, if you can't get it in your area, just pirate it. That's cool. That was the developer who said that.
Yeah, like no skin off his nose. I think even he, somebody leaked Hotline Miami on Pirate Bay or something, and he commented like, "Yeah, don't download this version; it's broken. Download this version instead," and put a link.
Yeah, and it's their version.
But it's one of the main things I like about the game is like, even though it's made in Game Maker, and a lot of people are going to go, "Oh, Game Maker is a bit shit." It's like it isn't so much. It isn't so much now about like what you use to make a game. It's more about what you make with it. And Hotline Miami is a prime fucking example of that.
Yeah, it's a great game. I don't know why anybody would get upset over the method you chose to make your game.
Yeah,
so maybe
and it's
RPG
like
Maker. If you pay like RPG Maker 2000 or something.
Yeah, and it's like Five Nights.
Get the latest version at least. Jeez.
It's like it's like Five Nights at Freddy's as well. Five Nights at Freddy's is made in Click Team Fusion, and it's like it's one of those.
And so is Tech's favorite game, Freedom Planet.
Oh, yeah. So it's like a lot of games now are actually being made in stuff that you can fucking figure out how to use in about 5 minutes. Like, it's more about how you use it. It's like a woodsman, but a carpenter. He could make a chair out of whatever, but you could go to a more skilled carpenter who can make the same thing out of shittier tools, and it would just be just as good. Or something. I don't know. I'm not good at analogy. Fuck you.
I think, though, in regards to the DLC, if they really wanted to do a crossover with Payday 2, lose the hype fuel thing, lose the hammer weapon, and just give them a fucking broken drill. Goddamn broken drill.
New Toe Jam and Earl in development. Original designer Greg Johnson announces plans to revive the long-dormant action series.
Yay!
There was a lot of comment on this in Project when I think Drake linked the Kickstarter video or something, and it's like, not the current design doesn't look that fantastic. In fact, it looks a bit shit.
I'm posting an image, but it's not showing up.
It does look very weird.
Oh, there it goes. Oops, sorry, I double posted. So they suitably titled Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove, and Johnson, the co-creator of the franchise, is Greg Johnson, is crowdfunding the project through Kickstarter, seeking $400,000 in order to bring the project to life. Very small indie team consisting of 3 other developers, he explains. The team has self-funded the game so far and hopes to release the game on its own without a publisher so that we can make the game that we want to make.
What's all about jealousy?
A bird in the background.
New features and elements include a travel back in time theme that will span new characters and old ones, more metagame features, including ability to collect hats with special abilities, new flying hats.
Oh, Mo's gonna be all over that.
A nighttime filter, new co-op features, including the ability to shout and lure Earthlings away from a friend, and the option to open a present that gives your buddy more life.
I support dedicated shout buttons. They can be
The funny thing is, I tried to play the original Toe Jam and Earl with somebody else, and they were just like, "No, I'm not interested." So I don't think anybody gives a shit about this series anymore.
It's gonna have like this sort of cult following, and I guess it's Kickstarter will probably be funded. Let me go take a look at Kickstarter.
Yeah, but no, like looking at it, it's sort of like it's a very weird 2.5D thing, but the characters are completely 2D and the world is completely 3D.
It's got $185,000 with 26 days to go.
Go for that Paper Mario thing, I guess?
I don't know. The Paper Mario thing actually looked kind of good. This just looks... Yeah, it's like the guys are stuck in the 16-bit era.
Alright, we'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe not fun.
Although it is in like alpha, early prototype version. So
they mentioned time travel, so maybe you can time travel through different video game eras, and the world geography will reflect that.
Yeah.
That could be
travel to a better
thing.
game.
I'll leave for a better game. Look this. I'm out.
I'm gonna travel to Reciteer and be the lowly shopkeeper.
PS4 is getting Dragon's Quest Heroes for North America exclusively on the PS4.
Fuck you, Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it says and Europe.
Oh right, well that's a surprise because I'm pretty sure we didn't get any Dragon Quest game until like Dragon Quest 7.
Square Enix announced today that the action RPG Dragon Quest Heroes will be released in the West. Previously, the game was only confirmed only for a launch in Japan, where it arrives tomorrow, February 20th. It's already out actually. On the 26th, Dragon Quest will arrive in North America exclusive for the PS4 later this year. Pricing was not announced, but the picture says North America and Europe, so. Yeah, awesome.
Fake.
More Dynasty
job,
Warriors.
No, it's not fake.
Oh.
What is it? Oh, good.
Oh, it's the Dynasty Warriors thing.
Yeah.
Limbo comes to PS4.
The Three Kingdoms just don't sell as well anymore, so they branch out.
1080p. Good job. All right. Ooh. Apparently, the GTX 960 did not review very well and had some stingy memory specs. Apparently,
Isn't that the 970?
Apparently, the 970 has false advertising. When some were disappointed after NVIDIA did not fully disclose all the details of its architecture.
Isn't there a court case or something? What's it called?
There is, I think.
Class action suit. That's it.
Yeah, there are claims that they're corroborated by video recordings of performance problems in games that use over 3.5 gigabytes of the GPU's VRAM. So, while not going as far as an apology, his statement says instead of being excited that the company had invented a way to increase the memory of the GTX 970 from 3 to 4 gigs, some were disappointed that we didn't better describe the segmented nature of the architecture for that last 1 gig of memory.
Yeah, let's see how well that holds up.
So if he fucking comes out and says 4 gigs, oh wait, no, actually that last gig of memory is different than the other setups. So
and they have the proof of saying, yeah, this guy said 4 gigs, not 4 gigs of virtual whatever.
The new capability was created so that the reduced configurations of Maxwell can have a larger frame buffer, so that the 970 is not limited for 3 gigs and can have an additional 1 gigabyte. It's a 4 gigabyte card, however, the upper 512 megabytes of the additional 1 gig is segmented and has reduced bandwidth. This is a good design because we were able to add an additional 1 gigabytes for the 970, and our software engineers can keep less frequently used data in the 512 segment.
You know what's funny?
We failed to communicate this internally to our marketing team and externally to reviewers at launch. This new feature should have been clearly detailed from the beginning, and we won't let this happen again. We'll do a better job next time. They have been slapped with a class action lawsuit for allegedly false advertising it, engaged in a scheme to mislead consumers in the characteristics and qualities and benefits of the system.
Oh.
You know what's funny though? I recently upgraded my graphics card from a 460 to 660, and now I was feeling bad at the time, like, I might as well just upgrade to a 770 or whatever. I was like, no, I'll save my money, go for the lower card. And you know what? Now I don't feel so bad.
Nope, not at all.
It's just like, yeah.
All right.
Expecting new news.
Yeah, Xbox games free for this month include Tomb Raider, BioShock Infinite, and Rayman Legends.
There's only one person I know that actively seeks out
BioShock Infinite just in time.
Xbox Gold.
Yeah, but he doesn't getting those anyway.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't.
They're worth it.
BioShock Infinite, I had that on PC. Wait.
Apparently, Donkey Kong, Peach, and Yoshi amiibo characters now cost $10 instead of the original $13 price. They did not make an official announcement, but the website lists them cheaper.
Like GameStop, I think Donkey Kong costs $7 now because he's not popular.
Nintendo President Satoru Iwata recently... Yeah, exactly. These are not the popular ones. Recently spoke against the subject of rare amiibo figures, saying extra shipments of hard-to-find figures are something it may deliver. It's difficult for us to promise to continually ship all of the amiibo figures. We will, however, consider additional...
How hard is it to just get another company and just crank out more of the little shits?
We will, however, consider... please understand. We will, however, consider additional production in cases such as when an amiibo figure sells out shortly after launch. An amiibo is indispensable... certain game, and when we receive lots of requests for amiibo figures from consumers and retailers. More than 5.7 million amiibo figures have sold to date.
I know, in a short amount of time.
Nobody wants the dong.
Nobody wants the dong, and nobody wants Yoshi or Peach.
You know, that reminds me, this makes me wonder, when they start doing this continuing shit and keep on adding content for games that need the amiibo, if they can be liable for that. You're like, hey, look, you're offering this extra crap, but I can't do it because you're not offering this thing.
No.
Didn't they ship a bunch of Japanese amiibos to the Australian market?
Yes.
Yes.
Supply. Yeah.
The thing is, the U.S. market, it's really the one eating. We're the ones who are taking everyone else's stuff. I know.
Yeah.
I took some Italian dude's Rosalina.
You took my Rosalina?
You took your Rosalina.
Why did you take my Rosalina?
Mamma mia!
Per favore.
Make enough of it. It's like, oh hey, look, a Japanese pit. Sorry, little boy. It's awful.
What?
I mean, seriously. Stores all over the world are running out, and I've seen people saying where they're being shipped to. Pretty much, Amazon, every single Amazon thing selling the amiibos, they're all going to the U.S.
Hey, guess what? Telltale continues to grow and take on new challenges. Has a new board member.
Okay.
Good for them.
Can we
Is it Notch? Did they bring on Notch for the Telltale Minecraft game?
Yeah, Telltale's just Telltale.
John Riccatellino.
Who the fuck is that?
John Rotisserie, the previous CEO of EA.
Oh, God.
Oh, what? Jimmy Pasta. I love that guy.
John Pasta is joining Telltale's board of directors.
Jimmy Spaghetti is joining Telltale.
Rotisserie.
Rotisserie, spaghetti.
Rigatoni.
Tortellini.
John Tortellini is joining our company board. Please welcome John Tortellini. He goes,
should
"Not
probably offend me
fucking
more
funny,
than he
guys.
does, but
Shut up."
whatever.
John comes out. He's like, "You think I didn't get enough of this in grade school?" Oh,
Jimmy Gazpacho.
yeah, Jimmy,
so-
Jimmy
so-
Eat World.
So what? So please say that they think he's going to add something to the team.
They look towards film and TV expanding out for Telltale. He is. He is he's actually the second new addition to Telltale's board of directors, as the Humber Games film company Lionsgate CEO John Feltheimer has also joined the board following his company's significant investment in Telltale.
So Johnny Philistine and Timmy Pasta, those are the guys that have joined.
Yes, John Philistine and Timmy Rotisserie.
Philistine pasta.
Have decades of experience delivering premium entertainment to audiences everywhere, according to Telltale CEO Kevin Bruni.
Kevin Brownie?
Kevin Pasties. I don't even have this much trouble with the Polish names. Come on.
Yeah, you do.
I do. So this is...
Say Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz.
No. Don't tell me what to do. Shh.
You shitlord.
There's actually a story with this name during World War II, when Polish soldiers were captured by Germans. They were interrogated and they asked their name, so they said Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz to troll them, because there was no way they could write this down or even repeat it.
They trolled them by speaking their language. All right.
Yes.
It's the language is troll.
Oh my gosh. All right. Apparently Dying Light has a special edition worth $386,000.
What? Yeah, it comes like...
No. All right.
Look what they do, though.
All right,
It's pretty awesome.
It comes with, yes.
It comes with all the DLC.
No. It comes with a custom-built zombie-proof shelter provided by Tiger Log Cabins. It comes with zombie survival parkour lessons.
You wonder what
4 signed copies of Xbox One copies of Dying Light, 2 X2 Razer Tiamat headphones, a round trip to Techland party with Steve the Zombie Consultant, dominate our devs in a rigged Be the Zombie match so that you can brag to your friends. You get to go fly out to Poland.
Good.
Branded night vision goggles plus adult diapers for Dying Light's nighttime gameplay. In case you shit yourself playing the game. Human-sized, volatile figurine to deter human raiders. And a photo of your face skinned onto your Night Hunter character.
Oh, man. I don't know about you guys, but I have raider problems.
That seems like £250,000 worth of...
Sounds like a deal.
Special
Isn't this the same company that sent that had the special edition Dead Island with the torso?
No, this is Techland.
I thought Techland made...
No, that's
Dead
Deep Silver.
What?
Deep Silver does Dead Island.
Oh, these companies are the fucking same. Leave me alone.
No, they're not the fucking same. Get out of here. What are you doing a newscast? You don't even know the company.
I don't know.
You didn't remember John
No,
Rochester's
no, Dead Island. No, shut up. Dead Island, developer Techland. Get your shit fucking fixed.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
half
publisher-
of
yeah,
Deep
publisher
Silver broke
is-
off
is sort of-
Techland. Like, yeah, it's the old...
Yes,
Dead Island.
yes it is.
Techland is the dev of Dead Island.
Absolutely, you're correct.
And
Shit, Lord,
Deep
get out of here.
Silver is the fucking publisher.
6, you're fired.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Deep Silver was a
Christ.
publisher, and that was developed by the same guy. So yes,
And they just can't
Dying Light is the same, which means that now you know Dying Light is just Dead Island 3.
They just can't get over their fetish for zombies. What the hell?
Dead
Yes.
Island, New Vegas.
It's a lucrative market, Lone. You need to make Kwai Ugu
Zombie
zombie games.
parkour. Are you kidding me? We came up with this idea, and they stole it. Seriously,
I
we need to trademark it next time we come on this shit. Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC was delayed again.
This is
wait,
newscast
wait.
6. Come on, we want
Feedback.
news.
Yeah, it was announced on the
Remember
24th.
about Saints Row?
It was last Tuesday, which means it still happened last week, so I still need to cover everything. Pushing the
Everyone
launch date back
knows
to
that-
April 14th.
It will never come out. It is a myth. It's like
Our
the
apologies to
fabled
PC
Yeti.
gamers worldwide who have been counting down the days until the launch of the game, but a bit more time is needed to ensure the game is as polished as possible. As a gesture of goodwill, players who have pre-ordered the game will receive an additional 200,000 in-game cash bonus, which brings the total bonus for pre-orders to $1.5 million.
Okay, when was the fucking PlayStation 4 and Xbox editions released? It was like November, wasn't it? And as far as I'm aware, the architecture for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox are very similar to PC. That's kind of what the idea was behind building them. So why is it so hard to get...
It was released in September of 2013. It's been over a year and almost a year and a half. Yes, so we have no idea why they continued to delay it, but it is to ensure the game is as polished as possible. So, of course, we all know that console players are beta testing their actual PC versions.
They gotta tighten up the graphics on that.
Online heists are coming March 10th.
Uh-huh.
No, they're not.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not
right.
better.
Oh boy, Nintendo wants to revert to games,
Chuck
but
Norris versus Sega to Sanjiro. What the fuck?
is experimenting with new entertainment categories, according to Satoru Iwata. It's part of their mysterious quality of life campaign, which they first spoke about last year. Let me assure you, Nintendo is not trying to distance itself from video games. We've never ever lost our passion. We'll continue to make them. He doesn't want Nintendo to be considered a company that only makes video games. On the other hand, he says, if people inside the company think that Nintendo is a company which cannot make anything other than video games and believe that video game controllers remain a certain way because that is the way they have been for 30 years, video games should be created in a certain way, must start with a tutorial, end with a particular way, and have a lot of hard-at-work elements in between. A high mental wall would stand in front of us when we tried to create a brand new video game genre, which many people would be amazed with, or when we try to create an unprecedented user interface that pleasantly surprises people. So they're branching out so that they can bring more to video games.
More Zelda, more Donkey
It's
Kong,
gonna be
more
funny
Star
when
Fox.
everyone mocks them for this shit, and then they're all gonna start copying them.
Yep.
Well,
Everyone's going to be like, that's stupid, and then they're going to sell 150 million, and they're going to be like, I'm doing that.
Yeah, but that's exactly... Wasn't that the thing that happened with the motion controls? Like, the company that originally came up with it went to Sony and Microsoft, and they just sort of laughed in their faces. They went to Nintendo, and Nintendo were like, holy shit, we could actually do something with this. And then
they did it without their permission, and then that guy sued and settled out of court. But, yes.
Oh, something like that.
Yes, that's what happened. But then the Nintendo Wii sold 100 million units, and then they released the Kinect, and then they released the PlayStation
It was worse. They released shittier versions.
The PlayStation Move. Well, no.
Rest
So the
in peace.
PS
PlayStation
Move was literally the same thing, but at least the Kinect was trying to be like to take the next step, which was no controller at all.
And AKA, it was still shit.
PlayStation
It was
Move
only
Yes,
good for
but
high group.
they tried. That point is they tried to innovate, and that's better than nothing.
At least everyone. Well, true, because if everyone for that,
Yeah,
we
but,
would
the thing is, Six, even if you do try, that's just another step towards failure, and we've seen that.
Sure, but you could fail and make the exact same thing, and that gets you absolutely nowhere. Or you can try and push.
Yeah, but
they
the
did
thing
do
is,
the exact same thing.
yeah, but the thing is, they
kept
did make
squandering
that thing, and they failed. So.
No, okay, so if you make the exact same thing as a Wii controller and it doesn't work, you haven't learned anything. Because they worked for them and it didn't work for you, you have no idea why that happened. But if you take the next step and they don't like that, you're like, okay, well, I guess they don't really like this as much, so let's try a different direction. But Sony has no idea what to do.
Microsoft, they kept forcing that fucking thing.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like they really force it down everyone's throats.
They even
The problem
removed
is there are
mandatory
plenty of
Kinect
good games
thing.
you can play with a Wiimote. There are basically no good games you can play with the PlayStation Move and Kinect.
You can't play
Well,
better
apart
with a
from,
controller.
That's it.
So apparently, I'll get
What
to a
about
couple
the
of
Star
things.
Wars thingy? Huh?
Yeah. More realistic Guitar Hero
Good
is in
joke,
development thanks to Activision, which will reportedly be announced in E3 and launch before the end of the year, apparently.
So what, they're going to take Rocksmith to consoles, which is already on consoles.
Yeah. I mean, what's more realistic?
They want to
than
buy the
that?
brand, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just a report for now. It's not even really anything, apparently. But Shuhei Yoshida, Shuhei Yoshida has said that the games industry's focus has narrowed too much, which is exactly what Satoru Iwata said. Says can we continue to produce interesting new products, and that's become a real concern. If it wasn't, believes that the industry must strive to create more unique content instead of just repeating the same successful formulas.
But but why?
Only two.
I was
According to Sales Monitor at NPD, the only 2 of the 10 best-selling games of 2014 in America were new IPs, which was Destiny and Watch Dogs. And one was a sci-fi first-person shooter. The other was an open-world action title. Other games include Madden, NBA, FIFA, Grand Theft Auto, and Smash Brothers, as well as ports of Minecraft, along with 2 different Call of Duty.
So are you saying that people want the same old shit?
Apparently that's what sells well. Sony says does internally develop sequels and spin-offs on its own. It is also known to support unique titles such as Journey, The Unfinished Swan, Puppeteer, and Heavy Rain. The company released Tokyo Jungle, an idiosyncratic animal survival game which sold 280,000 copies.
It's a Heavy Rain was a unique title.
It's a new IP. It's not a. It wasn't based on anything else.
Heavy Rain was shit.
Yes, but it was unique.
It was unique shit. I mean,
that is, you have never seen a shit like this. Look at this shit.
Look at it.
it's so polished.
I don't know. I did do a poo once that crept out of the toilet. You know?
That's not okay.
You had to
One
do
time
it in
I grabbed
recording.
a CD slot and it played better than
YouTube,
Heavy Rain.
Right? Just fucking.
Did you take a crap and a bunch of QTEs popped up and like?
Yeah, I had to press. I had to press X to flush.
Nolan Bushnell, which is called one of the most powerful pioneers in gaming over at Atari, he also passed away this week.
Okay.
That's too bad. So Atari engineer Steve Bristow, an early employee who conceptualized Breakout, was instrumental in designing the Atari 2600. He got started at Atari working on arcade games, including Indy 800 and Tank. He then later held a number of executive-level positions, including vice president of coin engineering, and helped birth the popular Atari 2600.
But 6, did he work on Pole Position?
He left in 1984.
So did he work on Pole Position?
It doesn't say.
If he
Then
did,
I'm going to be dubious of that, because if he did work on Pole Position...
Oh, position! It's just a sound bit. You press on the gravestone. Oh, position!
Hey, you look like a real jerk!
It left skid marks.
Or as if you click on this other one, and it goes, Ridge Racer!
Now that's just mean.
Yeah.
Oh, and that reminded me when the PS3 was first unveiled. I think it was you.
That was the point, yes. I was making a reference to that. That's correct.
No, but I'm reminding myself.
It was made in
When he first brought it out.
1982, so it's possible he could have worked on it. It was an arcade game, racing game, released by Namco in 1982. As the most popular coin-op game of 1983, it was released in 2 configurations: standard upright hand cabinet and then an environmental cockpit cabin.
Cock.
Arguably the most important racing game ever made.
Very arguably.
I would argue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't care, really.
I remember Pole Position on Commodore.
Yes.
Well, I had the second game there. You could actually change your own tires and refuel.
Yeah, do you know how else you could also do that? With a real car?
I don't have a real car.
Yeah, I do that.
Those cost a lot of dollars and
6 only has an electric car. It's not a real car.
many dollars.
Oh.
He has
I have no car.
It has a hybrid.
I use I use public transit. Are you kidding me? So much cheaper. Okay.
uses a Scalextric's car.
My car works with
Skrillex car?
propane and propane accessories.
He's just waiting to get a segue.
Oh,
Xbox executive says that Halo 5 is awesome. Who fucking
Oh!
this just in.
actual news article.
Breaking news.
Aaron Greenberg over at Xbox says the Halo 5 is super innovative, you guys.
Play as guns
It
again.
is jaw-dropping.
Oh, you're gonna have me spit my juice out.
Oh my god.
Man, I was totally disinterested in the new Halo game, but man, now that it said this,
Yeah,
I'm on it.
No, according to Xbox marketing
It's awesome.
executive Aaron Greenberg, he's like, "Oh yeah, this game's great. This is going to be huge. One of the biggest entertainment releases of the year if we do our job right."
Halo 5 is awesome. Suck
So
my dick.
basically, what it's saying is this game is awesome if it will be awesome.
I told you, it is my job to sell you this game, and I'm telling you, it's pretty sweet.
Even if we
There's
don't
your
know yet.
tattoo of Halo.
They're innovating. This game is super innovative, and it's really a title I think 343 has dreamed of making. And they're innovating in ways that our jaws are dropping. We want to be able to step up and deliver the type of quality products
hold on.
and marketing to
Hold on.
match the quality
Hold
of
on.
the game, and that's the challenge on us.
Oh man,
Hold
my
on.
jaw's on the floor right now.
343 dreamt of making fucking Halo games.
Apparently.
All they had to wait for
Dreamt?
was fucking whatever that company was. Yeah, all they had to do was wait for Bungie to fucking,
Quit.
keel over.
They're like, we don't want to make Halo games anymore. Gosh, I just want to make my own shooter.
I just want
With
to be
Space
hardcore
Marines and
fucking
aliens, it'll be totally different.
Totally different. The little guys running around going, and then you shoot
But
them. And
the
it's fun.
aliens will have different color palettes.
And there will be this weird, mysterious third alien type that comes in out of nowhere, and it's like, oh no.
And
it's-
then there'll be this AI cube thing
And
that
sometimes-
guides you. It's totally
And then it's-
different.
And then those two alien types might actually fight each other sometimes while you're trying to fight too. And that's
Wait, are you
completely
talking
different from
about
Halo. What are
And
you talking about?
Are you talking about Halo
Pre-order
2 or
bonus.
Destiny?
No, there's a totally new IP,
Pre-order bonus, Master
that-
Chef.
but it's got so many buzzwords. I used to
You
own a
also
car.
get
I
a Master
don't-
Chef costume for
I don't
Master
have a car
Chief.
anymore, but that was because of my divorce. But that's okay. I don't care about it.
Why are you
Oh,
talking about?
I do drive.
Somebody in chat mentioned. I wonder if anyone actually drives. I have a driver's license. I know how to
I
drive.
do.
I used to own a car. I don't anymore. Now
I own a
public
car.
transit is cheaper.
I own a car.
So
I
much cheaper.
drive.
I don't care. That's not gaming
We're
news.
Europeans, Zafo. Of course we own a car.
That's not gaming news.
I don't, and I don't drive. I just
You're not European.
fly.
You pleb.
This is a chat question. This is
Oh,
ask me anything.
hold on. Former Sega executive Tom Kalinske says that Sega could be sitting alongside Sony and Microsoft had it not been for 2 decades of wrong decisions.
No, duh.
Uh-huh.
In a wake of a major
let-
corporate shakeup at Sonic publisher Sega, which compromises job losses and then the closure of the company's San Francisco office, former Sega of America chief executive Tom Kalinske has weighed in on his thoughts. He says, "It was not inevitable. It could have been avoided if they had made the right decisions going back literally 20 years ago. But they seem to have made the wrong decisions for 20 years. One of the main reasons he quit Sega in 1996 was because the board rejected his idea for the Sega-Sony collaborative game console. As part of his arrangement, which was the first revealed in 2006, Sega and Sony would have shared the development cost and initial losses of the system, but benefited from software sales. We went to Sony and they said, great idea. Whether we called it Sega Sony or Sony Sega, who cared? We went to Sega and the board turned it down, which I thought was the stupidest decision ever made in the history of business." It might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be.
I wonder.
You have
Yeah.
to really make a lot of mistakes in order to kill a strong brand, he says. From that moment on, I
Yes.
didn't feel we were capable of making the correct decisions in Japan any longer.
No, good
Props
thing he
on the
knew
guy
how to
for
jump
getting
ship.
out when he did.
Yes.
No, I completely agree with him 110%.
He says, I do think some great brands have obviously been destroyed, Atari being one of them. Why didn't that survive? I think there was a lot of bad decision-making involving killing brands like that, and I hope Sega is not the same.
Good luck with that, mate.
But just
Yeah,
last week,
I'm
the
still
company
waiting
announced...
for Phantasy Star Online 2 for Europe.
Just last week, the company announced that it had acquired BioShock and Mass Effect co-developer Demerge Studios, and also made strategic investments in 2 other Western game developers. I know Sega's been purchasing up people. They bought Relic Entertainment for the company's franchise.
They bought
some
Index as well.
Yeah, they bought some of THQ's guys. They have the current license for 40K, don't they? Something like that, or they have the original, or they have the original.
They still have the license for Alien and stuff.
Yeah, so they've gotten licenses. They've been buying companies. They've been buying up stuff instead of. Oh well, they've still been releasing Sonic games for some reason, but
yeah,
those Sonic games, every Sonic game that's been released.
Oh, that's Sonic Boom. Oh man,
Yeah.
The thing is, Sonic Generations was good, and I'm guessing
was really good.
Was Sonic Lost Worlds the next one after that, or am I missing out?
Yeah, but then it went to shit after Sonic.
Generations was good, Lost Worlds was shit, and Boom is shit.
It's like, wow.
No, Boom is like a particular kind of shit. It's so shit that he beat out Sonic 06.
It's
That's how bad it is.
It's like the Sonic
something
franchise.
That I never thought would have been possible.
The Sonic franchise is representative of all of Sega. It's like one good decision where they bought Atlas out of 20 years of bad decisions. So one good game generation is out of 20 years of bad ones.
I don't know.
It's a great track record. It's the Glass show of the gaming industry.
Even though it's great that they do finally have, like, you know, they're giving the team behind the Persona series a bit more financial backing. It's like it's still Sega. Something could fuck up.
Yeah. At any moment.
But if they take the standoff approach,
ruin everything.
Yeah, if they do the same thing they've been doing with the Yakuza series, where it's like, oh yeah, we're going to make a sequel, but we're not going to bring it out to the rest of the world. No, you guys can go fuck yourselves. It's like, I would go find fucking what's his face and punch it. Whichever guy owns Sega, I'm just gonna go find him and punch him in the face.
Mr. Paul Sega.
I'll just punch him in the face and say, "Give me my fucking shit."
You just go up to the building and just like,
Paul Sega, owner of Sega.
Oh man,
this wall.
Pre-order now for Sonic the Hedgehog.
And I just imagine Spycraft going in front of Sega building, and Segata Sanshiro is already waiting for him there.
I'm here to punch you. He's like,
I came out of its retirement.
And then he blows up in the distance. And
Mate, I put the fucker through a table to get my Persona 5.
Not table sand.
No, I think Segata Sanshiro would help destroy Sega at this point.
At this point, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
it's
in
not
the
the company he
US,
once loved.
the FCC has approved net neutrality. They passed it in a vote of 3-2 because all the Republicans said no, because apparently Obama said yes, so that means automatically no. So now that means that internet service providers are being reclassified as Type 2 utilities, which means that they are treated to the same restrictions as electricity, water, and other, gas. Other various utilities are allowed to use the same sort of architecture and setup in order to provide internet service, to make it easier for smaller companies to start up, to get into the industry and provide competition. So, of course, that means Comcast is threatening to sue them through the roof for doing that. But as of now...
So when are you guys actually going to get, like, high-speed...
Actual broadband? With this new vote in
Never.
place, that means that Google can use other people's infrastructure to set up Google Fiber and to run it. Actually, that means it'd be much faster.
Didn't Clinton pay off all the companies in like the 90s and said like make sure you get like
a lot of their funding to make the internet
there was something like
came from the government tax
$1
money.
billion that was poured into the internet service provider companies. And in order to upgrade us all to broadband, not only did they not do that, but then they kept the money, and then they charged their users money to help pay for the infrastructure change, and then they never did it. So they got paid like 3 or 4 times.
And then they tried to argue.
So they were also arguing that things like Netflix and stuff that takes up a lot of broadband, they were either going to charge Netflix extra money so that they would get better service, or they would slow them down and intentionally cause issues with Netflix, or that Netflix would have to charge the user more money or something like that. So now that's no longer the case. That's illegal. It's now illegal for them to set up specific deals with gaming with content companies, content providers, and services and stuff. For example, if Verizon has its own streaming service, which it did, it could before the law say like, oh, this streaming service through Verizon is much faster, and Netflix is giving me all sorts of problems. So I guess I'll start to use this one, even though that was intentionally created behind the scenes. That's now illegal. You can't do that, and you can't charge those companies money for a fast lane or slow lane, and you can't charge the user extra fees. And if you have any problem with your internet service provider, now you can go contact the FCC and they will investigate. Basically, it's a great thing.
Just have to keep it this way.
Great news. Now they just have to survive the whole set of lawsuits that are going to come from AT&T and Verizon and Comcast. And the easiest way to do that would be if Congress were to make it a law. That would be the easiest way to do it. Or they have to sue it all the way up to the Supreme Court, which would take forever. So we'll see where that goes. But this is a positive step, and I like it.
I like
it. Another.
I like.
Yeah, John Oliver had a really good bit on it, and that was really good. But they've already passed it, so it's not done yet, but we need to continue to make our voice heard, and good job, guys. So, that's pretty much it for the news. We're a bit overdue, but they also started late. So, let's go down the list and see what people are playing. Nolan, first, do you have any V2 news, or same old?
We're still waiting to hear back from Moo about the website. I don't know, maybe I should learn German just so I can yell at him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can learn
Just yell Scheiße over and over and over.
So, Herpdirk left. That's right. Sorry. So, John Fan, what are you playing and streaming?
Tomorrow we're going to finish Wonderful 101, which
yes,
people digging, and playing Earthbound on the side. And I need to find something else to do after Wonderful 101's over.
Cool.
I'll figure something out. Yeah.
Figure it out. Jormungandr.
I have been only scheduling stream at a usual time. I decided I wouldn't tell you because you all guys are in different time zones, so it's pointless. But I've started last time with Assassin's Creed 2 because you gotta play the Italian game.
No.
So
I just want to hear Jorm get angry at the Italian wording.
I already did. There was a guy in Florence who was speaking with a full Roman accent, and I already got full mad.
So was my immersion.
Yeah.
Built from multicultural team, my ass.
Lon, what's up?
I'm continuing to play through Lightning Returns, and it's gotten stupider. It's like I cannot describe how pats on the head fucking dumb the story is. But the gameplay is fun, the graphics are neat, and the music is awkward, like none of the songs fit what you're doing. I recently unlocked the heavy metal chocobo riding track, I guess.
I want to say that.
There was this guy screaming at me about, do you think you can ride this chocobo? And it was like, I was kind of scared. But it's out of place. They're well done.
Was that part too? Sorry, was that part of the song was like, do you think you can ride the chocobo?
Yeah,
that was exactly
the
chocobo, right? You.
Chocobo. It's like, you can ride this chocobo. And it's like, wow, okay, stop yelling at me. I'm just here to play a game.
You don't have enough badges to ride this chocobo.
But I'm getting close to the end, I think. There are like 13 days before the end of the world, and I'm on like day 11. And unless I fuck up, this will be the final day or something. And other than that, more fighting games on and off. I also have Cross Edge, another winner in the RPG world. That I'll probably start sometime or other. The wonderful crossover between NIS and Capcom and Gust, made by Compile Hard, the same guys that did Hyperdimension Neptunia, so you know it's quality. And absolute quality. And then
there's teenage and underage girls getting hit on and showing off panty shots.
It has Edna and Morrigan.
Oh, expected.
Best game ever.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I got it. Edna and Morgan having conversations with one another. And then Raven's Cry got updated, but I'm not sure if it actually streams properly now, so I may or may not even be able to play that. But yeah, that's about it.
Oh yeah, nothing.
Nominative, what's up?
I should be able to stream soon. I think I fixed some of my issues.
Soon.
Soon. Not
Trademark.
Soon, trademark.
I've heard
soon,
this
Lone.
before.
Spike up.
Lone harasses me all the time. No,
I have to.
Stick
Drizzle
it, stick it
too.
in his stick it in his ass until he streams. Spike Rat, get that out of your ass. What are you doing?
You can't tell me what to do, man.
What are you streaming?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not really on a set streaming thing at the moment.
What
I stream-
video games are you playing?
Well, I was playing Kane and Lynch Deadman because I hated myself. And I just
Kane and Lynch Dead Man. Oh man.
yeah. Do you know how I felt after playing it? Fucking dead, man.
Fucking dead, man. Yeah,
I'm glad I finally completed it, and I'm going to delete it off my system. Here, I'm going to right play it. Here.
Right
listen,
now.
listen.
You'll always have the trophies.
Live on stream.
I'm clicking, I'm right clicking, I'm going properties, I'm going local files, delete game content.
Done.
Yeah.
Don't forget to delete the folder that gets left behind.
I'm going to fucking burn my computer, to be honest.
Throw it out the window. All right.
But I'm probably going to stream and record a bit of Bioshock Infinite for something. And
Oh, yeah.
Something.
something? Ooh, you'll have to wait.
Yes.
Hey, he streamed yesterday.
Content coming soon.
Spot Card will
Content
be
coming
live
soon.
from Japan. Streaming
Yeah,
himself
I'm
singing
also-
karaoke.
yeah. I'm actually interested in doing that. But yeah, I'm going to Japan on Wednesday.
Tetsuya actually streamed yesterday, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, how did he finish? I didn't see it.
No, I had to leave to work, so I don't know.
Oh man. Oh man. We don't even know how our own people did. All right, that's how good we are. We have so many streamers. Zaffo, what are you playing?
Well, I'm playing right now Monster Hunter,
Right now,
and
just like every other Monster Hunter.
I bet you're playing Monster Hunter, you dirty, dirty boy.
Sappho, Oculus Trip.
Hide the
You
monster.
Oh,
I'm planning on continuing Akiba Strip, right?
sharpen my bone sword, will you? Use that
So I
one
can
sound.
keep sending you enemies.
Is that it?
Yes, so yeah, I will have to disable that eventually because the people
No.
in chat keep sending enemies after me, and they call the police, and I'm getting.
I approve that the game lets people call the police on you. there's your social
He's
justice.
Polish. Get him.
I'm honestly surprised more people don't call for panties.
Oh man. That's
Oh, there are
I
plenty
call
like
everything.
when I went AFK for less than a minute, and I left the stream on, and when I came back, the panties were all over the place.
littered with panties.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
Oh boy, apparently I played Kane and Lynch Deadman for 7 hours.
Oh
I'm
god.
never going to get that time back.
That's 7 hours of
Yeah.
your life gone.
Yeah.
I downloaded that little free-to-play game on the 3DS, Pokemon Shuffle. It's basically Candy Crush, but with Pokemon figures.
So did you say Pokemon Shovel?
Shuffle.
Like puzzly.
Oh right, I thought you meant like
No, it's
actually
not.
hitting.
It's not like puzzle.
Wait, Six, don't say it's Candy Crush or Nintendo's gonna get sued.
It's not. It doesn't have a name with it. But it's so instead of like the blocks that you have to get rid of, it's like you need to do enough damage with matches in order to kill the Pokemon. Then you can catch it and add
Die,
it. To your team.
Pokemon.
It's not as good as my original game idea, Pokemon Shovel, where you actually hit Pokemon with a shovel.
No, I've seen that GIF.
I would buy that.
That
Those
yeah,
Pokemon puzzle quests.
I would buy 10 copies of that, just hitting.
I wanted
small-
ever since I was a kid to have like a Doom like remix and like replace all of the characters with like Pokemon sprites and stuff and like
Talk to a Pokemon
Oh, how
about that.
edgy.
yeah and kill them all. So I've been playing that. Playing Majora's Mask, 3DS. A little bit of Smash Brothers every now and again. Nintendo Remix on Wii U. And I play Evoland on Steam, and that's actually kind of interesting. It's like you open up you open up treasure chests and it like unlocks like gameplay abilities and stuff. So like you have the ability to move right, and then you open a treasure chest. And now you can move left.
Oh.
And then there's treasure chests. Like now you can
Evo
move right.
Land. I thought you said Evil Land.
No, Evo Land.
Yeah.
Evil Land.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like DLC quest.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's kind of short though.
Yeah.
It is short, but it is really cool in the
But
way it sort
the
of
game's
works.
crashing in this cave where like all the textures are stretching out across the ground, and it goes nuts and it starts lagging, and I can't get through it, so it sucks.
That's weird. I managed to play it. I managed to play it from.
Sequel
I
to
managed-
Evil
I
Land.
managed to play it from beginning to end without any major problems.
Yeah, well, it's mostly that I'm running on I've got like this battery backup, and it lets me know when I'm using too much power that it's gonna like accidentally cut off the circuit breaker. So when I get to that part, it like it takes so much processing power to get through it. Like I don't know if it's some sort of error or a graphics error or something like that. But and then
Maybe you need to live in an actual house 6.
no, I am.
Are you streaming on a T38 calculator?
No, for some reason, there's only it's a 15 watt breaker for 2 rooms that are all apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not the most. Yeah.
Dude, we've been running off an 80 amp fuse at work for a place that pulls through like 150 amps. That's
Yes,
not
but then it
even-
cuts off. The circuit breaks. Like it's intended to stop damage because we could set the house on fire. It's
But
an
the
issue.
thing is, it's like we're running like welders and stuff like that. Not just a computer office, like welders. Like
I know. Yeah,
jet
if we had
washers and that stuff.
the microwave or the washing machine on it, it would never turn on.
Oh, you want to hear about? You want to hear about shitty, electricity?
Electricity in a house? No, I don't actually. I've got enough of my own, and this is a gaming newscast.
Not anymore.
That needs to be one of the
Not
gameplay
anymore.
features of Evil Land. Evil appliances.
I live in a medieval town in the middle of Italy, so
All right.
yeah, your problems are irrelevant.
So next,
I win.
and then at
yeah, that's
PAX,
your fault.
and then at PAX, I'm going to be
Yeah.
playing. I'm going to be playing.
Oh,
We'll live in a
shit.
shitty country, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to PAX East. I'm going to let you guys know what it's like. All right. That is
Thank
it
you.
from us here at the Newscast. So on behalf of myself, Six Axis, and everyone with me here today, John Fan, Jormagander, Lone, Nominative, Spycrab, and
I
Sappho.
didn't do
And
anything.
Lullaby
Thanks for
Baby.
tuning in. Thanks for tuning in.
Lullaby baby.
Oh my baby.
Oh yes, and of course we have to thank our sponsor for the fireplace, Lullaby Baby, for making all of this possible.
Thank you, little baby.
I'm going to open up a refreshing Coke now.
You totally
Hold
get paid
on.
for it. Say that.
I have to counter your Coke with some refreshing Mountain Dew and Doritos.
No, those are
I hear it's the
company-
choice
Broadcast
of
on
What
it.
the fuck? Those are different company.
The only brand name thing
we
here,
play both sides.
Oh yeah.
the only brand name thing I have here is a Swiss Army knife. So
I have a Samsung
okay.
phone. That's about it. I don't know. I bought it
I
myself.
got, I've got a rock.
Oh, my microphone is brought to you by CAD. They make
I'm
pretty good
using a Sci-Tech keyboard.
I have Logitech keyboard, mouse, and fucking.
And I'm eating right now a sandwich with Pudliški ketchup.
Oh right.
You should
Yeah,
flip
well,
some.
Brought to you
Yes.
by ketchup.
The Ketchup Advisory Board approves.
All right,
this
bye.
stream.
That's
Bye.
it from us at the V2 News
Bye.
Crew. I will be there next
Bye.
week, but hopefully they'll still do a newscast, maybe.
Maybe.
Bye.
Yeah, right.
That already gone.